Beto O'Rourke, who's running for governor of the state of Texas, lashed out at a man who came to hear him speak yesterday, cutting him cold with some good old plain mother English Texas style. The subject was guns in America, and in case you've been too busy following numbnuts take the Fifth Amendment over 440 times this past week in his deposition, like all presidents do, let me catch you up. Beto O'Rourke is running, as I said, for governor of Texas, and he's attempting to eject the gutless wonder Governor Greg Abbott. More on Greg Abbott in just a minute. One day after the Uvalde massacre, where an 18-year-old gunman in Texas slaughtered 19 kids and 2 teachers with a legally purchased AR-15, Beto confronted Abbott on his pitiful record on guns at a news conference. Here's how that went down.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Sit down.
You're out of line and an embarrassment.
Sit down and don't play this stuff.
Shooting is right now, and you're doing nothing.
No, you need to get his out of here. This isn't the place to talk this over.
This is totally predictable when you...
Sir, you're out of line. Sir, you're out of line. Sir, you're out of line. Please leave this auditorium.
Beto was in Mineral Springs, Texas this week discussing the Uvalde, Texas mass shooting when someone in the crowd decided it would be a good time to laugh loudly and proudly. This schmuck was clearly not ready for Beto's response. Now, I'm not exactly the world's #1 Beto supporter, but I will give him this. The guy knows how to shut down a chuckle fuck.
That says that you can buy not one, you can buy 2 or more if you want to, AR-15s, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and take that weapon that was originally designed for use on the battlefields in Vietnam to penetrate an enemy soldier's helmet at 500 feet and knock him down dead. Up against kids at 5 feet. It may be funny to you, but it's not funny to me, okay?
So what have we learned here? Number 1, Beto saw this coming. 2 years ago on the debate stage, his national demise was predicted after he gave a hell yes in answer to a question about banning semi-automatic rifles. That came after a mass shooting at a Walmart in his hometown of El Paso that took the lives of 23 Texans. Looking back, it seems Beto wasn't exactly signing his political death warrant, as he was just a little bit ahead of the curve. Number 2, Beto is as angry about the epidemic of guns in this country as we are. He's angry about the decades of Republican opposition to overhauling the nation's gun laws. Yes, as the bodies of bloody 5-year-olds continue to mount all around us, Republicans like Greg Abbott continue to insist there's nothing to worry about, and we should just politely step around the corpses, which sometimes isn't even that hard, as with assault rifles, there's usually not that much left of little Timmy anyway. Beto has recognized that the entire country is panicked for change. This year alone, the United States has been home to mass shootings in, and it's just to name a few, Highland Park, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Tulsa, Philadelphia, Uvalde, Laguna Woods, Buffalo, and Sacramento. In the face of that, Republicans continue to insist it's the people who kill, not the guns. To which America asks, then why is anthrax banned? To which Republicans respond, well, fuck anthrax, they sent that shit to me in the mail. Finally, if Beto loses to Greg Abbott in November, it won't be because the right man won. Greg Abbott doesn't qualify as a man because you've got to have something Greg Abbott doesn't, and that's balls. Abbott is too chicken shit to piss off anyone because he's got a re-election to win this November, and if he does, you can count on a presidential run in 2024. In 2018, Abbott actually proposed briefly red flag laws for the state, something 19 other states have put into place, but the moment he saw the Texas legislature wasn't interested, he backed away like it had never happened, tweeting, "I don't advocate red flag laws, only that it's something the legislature can consider." Sometimes, not often, but sometimes an elected leader has to use their bully pulpit and announce their support for something that may be short-term unpopular, but is good for the long-term health and well-being of everyone. That's exactly what Beto did with that hell yes in 2019. And it's something Greg Abbott isn't capable of doing. Greg Abbott doesn't have the guts to handle the hard parts of being governor. He's only good at taking in donation dollars, sucking up social media praise, and clearing his path to the White House, where yes, he and all the people he loves will be protected by Secret Service detail 24/7, while you, your kids, your grandkids, and everyone else you love will just have to continue to take your chances. I don't know how much faith I have in Texas voters, but I know the choice that exists for them this November is between a man of common sense who puts a priority on keeping your kids alive and a governor who's a cowardly populist quack who can't defend his choices and lives completely at the mercy of gun nuts and election deniers who want to turn the entire country into one big giant firing range from sea to shining sea. For more Republicans in dire straits, head to YouCantBeatBlue.com, then subscribe to us on YouTube and Facebook, and then go to Twitter and Reddit and say all kinds of nasty things about us.